good evening, and good evening. A Monday. How we doing, big man?
Yeah, man, I'm good, Mr. B. More importantly, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. But there's too much to talk about for me to be staying silent. So I've
Oh,
I've I've, I've dragged you along for a quick chat, and those guys in the comments, you seem to be all in there already. Just for a quick chat, a couple of things to talk about. We see if we can get this being a daily occurrence for us. To be fair,
yes. So what's on the menu, Mr. B? Because I
well,
can't see the chat. I can't see anything. I've got an issue with my camera today, so unfortunately I'm doing it from a mobile phone. So you're in charge of everything. I'll just follow your lead. I'll follow your lead. I'm under your wing tonight, Mr.
all
B.
right. Well, look. Obviously, the first thing is Ratcliffe has come out with five I don't know what you call, I don't know if you'd call them rules.
Criteria.
Yeah, that's it, criteria.
Yeah.
I just want to know if this is normal in our club, well, for any other club, because it seems to have caused a lot of uproar. Obviously the brain freight one, brand freight, whatever his name
I
is.
struggle with that name as well.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
him.
What's his first name?
Jared. You know
Jared.
what? We go Jared. Yeah, we go Jared.
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 Yeah, let's call him Jared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we go Jared. It makes it easier. Then I don't get
Yeah.
his name wrong. I just want to have your opinion on Jared, and obviously there's a few links with Greenwood. We'll keep that to the end. We'll keep that nice and brief, but that's more a money topic, to be fair. But look, I want to say, howdy to Stephanie in the
Hi,
house.
Steph.
Jal Marlin,
Yes.
our founding father, Solo, Lucky Singh. I know
Yes,
Lucky
Lucky.
Singh loves the transfer, boy.
Oh God, it's
Yeah,
his season. It's the
yeah,
season of sing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the season of Singh. Andrew Williams, I know he's
Yes,
ranting. I can
Andrew.
see all of it already. Who else is in it? Who else is in it? Who else is in it? Hydro, big up Hydro. Bilal, big up guys. Who else is in it? I think that is it, to be fair, before we start and have a little chit chat. You, yes, I'm here, bruv. I'm here.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
madness.
right.
But look, that's just the person I was looking for. Long time no see, man. We just the super season that you had, the same as ours last season. That meant nothing. But look, we'll save that for another time. But on Monday, guys in the chat, 5 rules. Obviously, it did come out from the Sun that was first published, but I'm not going to take that I took it from the Sun. I'll say that I took it from somewhere else. So look, he's got 5 rules. I want to give you the 5 rules of Monday. I want to hear your opinion, guys in the chat. Get chatting. I want to hear your one, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. Age limit of 25 for new signings. No Galacticos. Style of play to be set by technical director Jason Wilcox. Manager to be asked what position he wants to sign, not what player. And Ineos to send him a list of 3 signings per position for him to choose from. Is this normal? Is this supposed to be so much uproar? And is Ten Hag, if he stays or the new manager comes in, we'll go by Andrew, or the new manager comes in. What is this something that can work?
Yeah, I want to say big up to Saeed TV. I was on there yesterday, and they brought this up. I didn't know about this. Yeah, I didn't know about this until yesterday. So basically, there's a lot of uproar about it, but I do think it brings some clarity to the fan base. To actually know. Everyone's asking, is the man in? Is Ten Hag in or out? Well, it's all clearly going to be based on maybe these 5 criteria if it's legit, and can he meet these criteria? Can he tick the boxes? To make himself, it's like a job interview, isn't it? You go for they say meet the person's specification, and the specification would be this is what we're doing. Age limit, that's fair. The signings, Wilcox is the number 2 is a difficult one, I think, for Ten Hag, where Wilcox is going to be taking over the direction of football, the way we're going to be playing, and leave it to Ten Hag to sort of pick the team and do the football side of things. And so they have to work together. It has to be a good relationship to communicate about that. That takes away a lot from the manager or the head coach, which would be now. And the last one, I think, is good for Ten Hag because it sort of claims that he still has a say. It shows some respect to the head coach. Say, we're going to give you, so we might give you 3 players to choose from, and you get a say in which player is suited. So there might be he won't be saying I want this man. He will say I want need this position. They will provide them with 3. Say it's like multiple choice A, B, or C, and he would say, "Oh, I like this B guy. I've heard he's decent or whatever." So I think it's good, and I think it's good for us now because at least we know whatever happens in the coming weeks with the management and who's coming in and out. If it's Ten Hag stays, it means that he's agreed, and they've agreed that this will work for him. If he doesn't, it probably means they don't want him to be a part of the club anymore. We're under this sort of policy. So I don't know whether it's, for one, I don't know whether it's true, especially the Galactico thing. I think that's a bit exaggerated, but I know what they mean. It's maybe the wording's a bit sort of.
So what? Explain. So what do they mean? My theory of Galacticos would be, the high played 27, 28-year-olds who have maybe not seen it and done it all, but are those high echelons. So what you're saying is then that United are now no longer looking at that class of player.
Well, the failures that we had in the past, what I think they mean by this Galactico thing, Di Maria, that was a failure. Alexis Sanchez. These are big, high-profile players we thought we could bring in, and they would just make an instant impact. Because we're Man United, we can attract them. But they're probably coming for the money, and it hasn't worked out over the last 10 years. We've got also Ronaldo. I would add Ronaldo to that. He's coming at 35 years old. I mean, even Pele, Maradona, Messi, all these guys, the greatest players in the world, at 35 years old, you're not going to be at your best, you know? So I think to avoid all that, no more. The word in Galactico means, you know, as we said, the father figure was Errol in the comments. He's a Galactico. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's one of these gods. They're legendary status, but we don't need that. We don't need that because it can cause a little more distraction than it can. And it also suggests to me that this player power issue is a real bug to bear for the Ineos. They've obviously got feedback that player power is rife at Man United Football Club. So don't bring any more of these big, high-profile players who are not going to draw the line and are going to cause problems. We've seen it with Ronaldo going to Piers Morgan and embarrassing the club. We've seen it with Sancho. We've seen it with other players as well. So I think that's a good thing, but we just need clarification about what it actually means. Do you agree with that? Like Sancho, Di Maria, some of these players have been failures? Okay.
Yeah, they came, but then could you say the same about players like Zlatan, who came, you know, Larson came when he was at the end, but the attitudes were different. So, you know, I'm not sure it's an age thing. And whether you're not going to say that Larson is a Galactico, obviously I'm not, but Zlatan could probably be closer to that kind of mark. I think it's the player's attitude. A lot of it has to do with the player's attitude, to be fair, on Monday. You know what I mean? That's more what I was thinking.
It's as Boy George would say, it's culture club. We're changing the culture of the club. Yeah. Do you really want to hurt me?
Do you
really want to make me cry? Yeah, it's true. But, yeah, we don't. We just want to get the club better. That's what we need to do. And if this is a strategy, I actually agree with it.
Okay, so the strategy is here. I've got a question to ask you, but I'm going to go through some of these messages first.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going on in the comments, man. Want to hear this?
Izzo, under 25 is fine as I've never seen you before, to be fair. But I feel there needs to be exceptions. RVP is a prime example. There you go. Exceptions. All normal, sensible. I would be chuffed by this. Andrew, I'm going to assume that you'd be chuffed because then this is a system where if Ten Hag goes, that another manager coming in, this is the system. So you're happy with the overall way that it's been worded. I'm just not sure it's going to work, to be fair, on Monday. I think we do need experience in the team. That's more the part that I'm worried about. Every team needs experience. And if the whole team is under 25, all right, look. They're
talking about the signings, not the whole team.
Yeah, but then it's going to get to the stage where if they can... I'm just not sure. So, I mean, they're going to be keeping players like Maguire then. You know, are they keeping that sort of experience? Look, let me go through these messages. Sorry. Where was I? All normal. That's Andrew Williams. Fingers crossed, Stephanie. You said lucky thing. Let's leave that one. This one. Emma K, that seems fairly normal. Everyone is working together. As long as it's not paying 55 to 60 million for someone with 1 year left and giving them 5-year deal, i.e. Mason Mount, not happy with that deal at all, boy. Andrew Williams, City and Arsenal have done this mostly for a while. They are the exceptions, i.e. Kovacic and Jorginho. But Do United need to overpay as they are playing Thursday night football next season? Oh, well, we'll see. At least we've got some sort of European football, to be fair. I didn't want it in the beginning, but I'm kind of glad we have got it. I think the Galactico thing is a reference to buying big players for big money at 27, 28 and have no resale value. So again, that's all about, it's all about, if you look at it, it's about saving money, which I suppose is a good thing, because we don't have the money to spend. But that kind of draws me just onto just a different kind of point about them streamlining. Obviously it came out yesterday about the club offering redundancies to staff who maybe weren't on board with the whole moving thing. I know it's got a lot to do with obviously staff working from home, but if it was my company, I would be wanting them to work in the office. I know we have a Mayfair office. Does that mean that there would be guys in the chat? Would that mean they would be closing down the Mayfair office and moving everything to Manchester? Or will they still have the Mayfair office because it's in London? I mean, what do you think about that on Monday?
Well, I think they will have the Mayfair office in London. London is headquarters. You need to be based there as well as Manchester. You can't just leave everything there. Otherwise, you feel you're going to be left out. There's a reason we went there in the first place. Regarding the change, whenever my company got taken over a few years ago, and they gave everyone new contracts, and they said, like it or lump it, you either sign it or you're out. We don't need you, And I think the same applies here. They need to sort of come in and make a big impact and say to them, guys, look, the culture's changing around here again. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? We don't. We just want to make you get on board. And sometimes when you've been in a job a long time, you can get slack, and they're trying to sort of wean them, whether it's the players or the staff, get them out and start to get serious again. So anyone who's jumping on board now and coming in to work or signing a new contract, they got to understand this is we got a new sheriff in town, and this is how we're going to run things from now going forward. I think it's a positive thing. We need to get people in line, because I'm sure a lot of people, as you've said, Mr. B, over the years, ain't been doing their job correctly in certain departments. So yeah, I like the idea of this. I think it's working with the iron fist and slapping a few people up along the way.
Guys, there's a few of you in the chat, man. Please hit that like button for me. We've got 15 on here. Where did Stephanie have our numbers up here? That's cool. I'll take that. That's a very good percentage, guys. If you are still watching, if you are YouTube, just hit it. Vincent, my friend, I'm not back regular, but I am back for a bit. You know me, I do like to have a little natter. I do like to have a little chat. On Monday, I know we're kind of blasting through these things. I wanna talk to you about Branthwaite. Guys, look, obviously this is going to be a really brief one. If you have got anything to talk about, I'm free all night, man. Just drop your comments in the chat and I'll get back to it. It might be under the agenda, not under mine, but I am here to chat, yeah? Branthwaite, on Monday, there seems to be this clamour for this centre-back. You have to educate me. I know Andrew Williams. I think Andrew likes him. I think he would be really happy with this deal. Guys, you lot need to educate me on something, yeah? We're looking for a right-sided centre-back. Am I right or wrong? First choice.
I thought we were looking for a left-sided centre-back.
Why are we looking for a left-sided centre-back when we've got Martinez? This is a question I want to ask. And guys in the chat.
Because I think it's important to have. You can't rely on Martinez, who's been out all the whole season. That's something that's been an issue for us, I believe. Let's call him Gerrard.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know Braithwaite or whatever. I don't know. I've never heard his name before. So Gerrard played in the Premiership for Everton, defended really well, got into the England squad, played under 21s, left-footed. That's key. Very rare to get left-footed centre-backs. And this is all the rage now, especially with Ten Hag. He stressed the importance of having a left-sided centre-back and a right-sided centre-back, footed as well. We've missed out on that with Luke Shaw and Martinez out most of the season. We've been quite vulnerable. It just means that when you get out your feet, you can spray it or pass it quite much easier than if you're using your right foot and trying to get him to that side of the thing. So it's about body position, shape, and that kind of thing. He's an English guy. He's at the right age. If you're talking about the criteria he went through before, he's not a Galactico, and he probably ticks all the boxes according to our scouts team, because we've been talking about him for a long time. So he is a target. It's clear there must be a target. It's no smoke without fire. And looking at him as a player, I think he's pretty quick, wins his headers, pretty decent on the ball, could be coached a bit better, but there's a lot of potential there. So I understand why we're going in for him. But when the news leaks early, the price goes up. And I don't want this to be a saga where we end up paying stupid money for him, which I don't think we have. I think there should be a limit. We should show our interest, and he needs to make a decision to say, right, let me leave. The one thing about Everton Football Club, we can sign players from there. We've seen Palmer go from Man City to Chelsea. He wouldn't come from Man City to Man United, for example. But Rooney, another example, coming to us straight, direct. We get all right with that Scouse team, Everton, but the others like Everton, Liverpool, Man City won't be selling to us their best players. So this is a good opportunity to get a player who's quite valuable, quite rated, and he's young as well, and he could be there for the foreseeable future. So I think it's a good signing, but just depending on how much we want to spend on him. Left-footed centre-back.
Okay. Michael, he's saying Braithwaite can play right or left. I'm still not convinced. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm still not convinced that would be the right signing for the team. When you talk about the left-footed player passing it out to the left foot, the left side straight away. If he's left-footed, he's going to have the same issue on the other side if we play the right. So I don't know. Look, I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. I would just be very surprised. I'm not going to say I'd be very surprised if it happens, but for the balance of the team and how Ten Hag wants the team to play, maybe they're doing it and Ten Hag's not playing. Maybe it's got nothing to do with Ten Hag, and they are not going over his head, but they are now moving to the system where they know they need a forward, they know they need a central midfielder, and they know they need a centre back. The club are going to buy them, and then the manager maybe will just have to work with it. Andrew Williams, it could be. I do think Lissandro as a CDM is potential at some point. I don't see that. But stranger things have happened. T to the Izzo. I've only seen Braithwaite play 4 or 5 times this season, but he's never jumped out as a standout, as a left-footed, and would cost mad money. We need a partner fully. See, I think I'm with T2 on this one. To be fair, Andrew Williams as left back. He's saying he could be left back. And
well, we've seen the Caldwell from Chelsea. He's a left-sided centre back, and as he's learning the game and getting games, he's had to play left back a few times. You know,
that might be better. I would rather have what you call them multifunctional players who can play in maybe a couple of positions. It might not be their main one, but can do a job in a different position. I would rather have that, especially as I don't see us buying a lot of players. I don't see us buying a lot of players. Andrew Williams.
Sorry, Mr. B, you love talking about the English quota as well. I think that's another point that we need to sort of emphasize.
So who are we losing out of the English quota?
I don't know, but we need to bring someone in clearly, because you need to have enough homegrown players in the squad.
We'll do that. We'll do that in a week. We'll work that out. We'll do that. We'll do that in a week and come back. Let's not let Agile is saying let's not play silly money for Braithwaite. Wouldn't mind him if it's reasonable. What is reasonable? 50 million, 60 million? Yeah, Everton are going to be looking at maybe 70 towards 80, but they've got financial issues, and it depends when their cut-off is, and we're not going to be the only ones in for him. See? Oh, thank you, Andrew. That's what I'm talking about. We don't agree on much. We do agree quite often, but he's saying the left-footed thing is my biggest concern. Agile is saying give Harry Maguire another 6-year deal and we're done. We'll be fine. Here we go. Michael Hall, Tadibo plays on the right, but isn't too strong in the ear, so the feeling is he isn't going to be a great partner for Martinez.
There you go.
Okay.
Good point.
All right. Well, look, one more on Monday. Thank you for the update, Stephanie, my dear. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, if you are still watching, that's 5 of you that ain't. And I've got a figure up here on the top of my screen. I don't know where it's come from, but if that's how much people are actually watching, we should have a lot more likes than that. One more. Mason Greenwood. Touchy subject, yes, but we're talking about figures. Forget what he's done. This is a strictly money orientated conversation that I'm having here. He's done reasonably well at Getafe. 1 in 3, I think his goals average. Well, I think he scored 30. He scored 10 with 7 assists or something like that. They want to keep him. He got voted Getafe Player of the Season, which means that the fans obviously appreciate the work that he's done. We knew he was a talent, and obviously things happened where he's not going to be coming back. A couple of things have been linked. A swap deal with Felix, which I think I would classify Felix as maybe a mini Galactico. So I'm not sure that could work. Get your opinion on that. But money wise, we want to get deals done early. I think the club want to get deals done early. What price are you talking for Mason Greenwood? Realistically, without causing a chaos, and do you think we can get a deal done early?
Well, we should be getting deals done early. First of all, I want to say I'm gutted for the whole situation. It's really sad, isn't it? The whole thing. Someone coming through, one of the most talented youngsters we've seen, 2-footed. We saw some of the potential that he had when he was playing under Ollie with him, Martial and Rashford. They were really playing well. And then it's just disappointing with all the saga that happened with him. And it looks like now that he could be moving on. It'd be interesting, though. I don't know. I'm not saying it's done, but I think you have to assess the market and, put feelers out to see whether he was to come back, how people would react. Because it's been time. Time is the best healer, they say. And a year ago, it was a no-no. But I think as time goes on, maybe people might change their mind, and have more forgiveness or whatever for the situation. Who knows? But I don't think it's over and done with just yet. But money-wise, I'd say about 30 to 35 million. That I've seen that being thrown around. There's a few clubs interested in him. I don't think he'd be wise to come back to the Premiership just yet for other clubs because the abuse he would get, that's going to stick with him for a long time. To change his reputation, he needs to sort of go out there, perform abroad, which is ideal now if he's learned Spanish, and go and play for a good side, whether it's Italian league, Spanish league, or German league, one of these top leagues. He could do really well out there, and he is a force to be reckoned with. 35 mil for me, but I'm not saying it's over just yet, but that's good, decent money that we can get for a talented player. And whoever buys him, we'll be getting a great deal.
All right, get some of these messages up. Andrew Williams, hate Mason, never want him back, but fair play to him. He's doing okay there. Bilal, it's wrong the fact that we're making profit of Greenwood. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? He's employed by us. I don't think it is. What we're going to do, give him away for nothing? We can't. The club won't do it. So I would disagree with Bilal there, to be fair. Hydro, such a waste, great player. Yeah, he's that as a person. Couldn't agree more, to be fair. Andrew Williams is asking a question. Felix, where do you play him? He's only really a number 10. You're shaking your head. You don't want that done, do you?
No, man. We've got to move on. There's other players coming through. Felix has done his thing. He's still quite young, but he's made the wrong moves in his career. He ended up Chelsea's, Atletico Madrid, didn't work out. Didn't go on with Diego Simeone in a restricted kind of system. And then now he's playing at Barcelona, isn't he? And like this, what I'm saying, there's so much money. There's not a lot of money out there for even big clubs like Barca and to keep hold of these guys. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with him. But I personally don't want him. I think we should move on from someone like that.
Our old players have 200k wages. These players must reduce and leave the club if they want to continue. Since the Glazers didn't care, Ineos need to fix up as soon as possible. I think that's what they're doing, Auto Snipes. A lot of people aren't going to like what they're doing. And obviously, for us as fans, we're only really interested in the playing side of it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've got one from Vincent Bullock on here, though. He's got that Mason Greenwood has been picked. Here we go.
Jamaica.
Yeah, he's been picked for Jamaica. What do you feel about that? Football.
Congratulations. I saw that the other day. They've got a good little squad. They're playing in the series over there in South America or thing. And yeah, I'm Jamaican. You're Jamaican. I support that. I think they do really well with him in the side. It's a great opportunity for him to get international football. He's been shunned by England. No one wants him here. So there's the next choice is to go back to your roots.
Which he looks like he's done. Here we go. If we sign Kurt Zuma, Felix has no chance.
Felix the cat. Very good, Stephanie. Stephanie, you know what? Stephanie, if we're giving out awards, we forgot to give out awards last week. Stephanie's got to be the joke of the year. She's made me laugh so much time this season.
We all agree with that one, Steph. Last question from Auto Snipes. Do you guys support the transformation in the club? There needs to be serious depolarization. Ross Clark. Yo, what does that word mean of the club?
Depopularization. I can't read it. I can't see.
Yo, I don't. Auto Snipes. You know what, bro? I'm not even. I'm gonna act like I know what that word is. I don't even know if I've even seen it. I don't even know if I've even seen it spelt before, bro. Needs to be serious depopularization of the club from pundits and others. Yo, brother, that's a long one, and I don't know what depopularization means. So you know what? With that, what I will say is that we will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. Probably same time, probably same Flint show. And look, we're just gonna keep it as a roundup. You can get my lovely face back on there. You can get Amonde's face back on. I'm sure Bath Time's going to be back sooner or later. I know he's taking a little well-earned break as well. But guys, look, thanks for watching. Yo, look, look, somebody in the comments when you're reading this back to me, just explain to me what that word that he used was. At least then I know that there was people watching afterwards. With that, Monday, everybody in the chat, look, there was a few of you. I can't thank you all, but you know you are. Stephanie, our like counter. You're doing a great job. Monday,
thank you guys. Tomorrow. Yeah, just big up to guys. Make sure thanks for everyone this season for supporting the channel and Mr. B and Bath Time and myself. Really do appreciate you guys. And we will be coming back, no doubt, every day, or as most days as we do. We are consistent out here. So keep pressing the likes, keep supporting us. And don't forget, guys, make sure you leave a comment after the show and we will respond and have a little convo with you backstage. Or
no swear words. That's a lie.
Exactly. Yeah.
You swear, we can swear back. Guys, thanks for watching. We're out.
Later.